Welcome to Inspired Sundays for the weekend of July 10th through the 12th. I'm Shane Stuber with the Trilogy Foundation. We very much appreciate you joining us, as this is actually our 15th week of these timely and powerful messages. And we've mostly had ministers of different faiths present to us, but starting this week, we're going to be bringing some messages to you from other people who have some beautiful stories to share. Hopefully, right now, all of us are making time to smile and laugh each and every day. We know the positive impact that smiling and laughing have on our health. An American author, Leo Buscaglia, once said this: "Too often we underestimate the power of a touch, a smile, a kind word, a listening ear, an honest compliment, or the smallest act of caring, all of which have the potential to turn a life around." This week's message is brought to us by Michael Ray, a friend of mine, who's the founder of the nonprofit group Smile Project Louisville. He will be reminding us of the power of a smile and leading with love.
Hey, what's up, kids? The Smile Guy. I started and run an organization called Smile Project Louisville. Hopefully you're enjoying the beautiful, no matter where you're watching this from, if you're in Louisville, Kentucky is where I am, the beautiful countryside that sits behind me. So I'm called the Smile Guy. So I guess I need to kind of take a few steps back and kind of walk you through why people call me here locally the Smile Guy. So it started back in the spring of 2018. Actually, it started well before that. I have a 21-year-old daughter with Down syndrome, and she's nonverbal. So she does not speak to me. And I've often, told, if you're a parent out there watching this, the three words we've always taken for granted as a parent is we hear the words, "I love you." So my daughter, Maddie, has never said "I love you" to me, but she has always spoken to me through her smiling. And when I really needed probably, an uplifting moment, I could always find the safety and beauty and love of my daughter, Maddie. And I would always turn and look to her and would be like, "Hey, Maddie, do you love Daddy?" And there would always be that smile. So being that's kind of where I was in my life, in my relationship with my daughter, as we all do through the normal course of our lives, I found myself having an awful time at work one morning. And one of my routines was I would go to the Wendy's drive-thru. And, when you're having a horrible time and you have a lot of things in your head and your heart, I rolled through a Wendy's drive-thru to get 2 large chilies. And I can still remember it even, I guess, 26, 27 months to this day. What it meant to me in that moment as I rolled through that drive-thru. And it was just the simplicity of getting 2 large chilies. And it was Chanterelle. And it was insanely uplifting. So much so for me that I actually had a God moment. And I'm a man of faith. I'm a born and raised Catholic guy, so I'm a Christian. And I had that moment in which it was so profound. It made me smile and laugh. I actually pulled over at a spot and parked the car. And sometimes I break down even thinking about it, because in that moment, I asked God, I'm like, "God, what are you trying to tell me?" I could feel the Holy Spirit talking to me in that moment. And it was so profound, but yet I actually started laughing from it and smiling and knew that it meant so much to me that God was talking to me that I needed to go back to that window and tell Chanterelle what it meant to me. And I often laugh about it now. I'm the creepy person that, they often say you don't walk back up to the drive-thru window. So I'm the creepy guy that walked back up to the drive-thru window And of course, her natural reaction when you're a fast food, drive-through worker is, "Sir, what was wrong?" And that was the amazing thing. And that actually nothing was wrong, but I wanted to tell her what was right and what it meant to me. And in that moment, what it meant to me was that a stranger changed the course of my day and made me smile and laugh. So I wanted to remember the moment, so I actually took a picture. I took a picture with Chantrell. And what's amazing is I get asked this a lot now is, what did she say to you when you were there in the drive-thru? And I have no idea. And the late, great Maya Angelou had this amazing, actually she had hundreds, if not thousands of amazing things that she often said. But the one that truly has often resonated with me, that when I get asked that question so often and frequently now, is what did she say to you? And I think of what Maya Angelou said is, and that is, people will often forget what you said. They will often forget what you did, but they won't forget how you made them feel. And in that moment, I still remember today, even though I can't think of what she said, I do remember how she made me feel. So on my journey, I then wanted to be the reason why strangers smiled. I firmly believed that you could be so happy that if others saw you, they would become happy too. So I started taking random pictures with strangers. I knew in my life I was at a point in which I needed a social interaction from strangers, and I found myself all of a sudden all over the city of Louisville in interacting with strangers and finding amazing things about them and sharing them on social media. And I went the better part of well over a year, hundreds of pictures with strangers, until I had another God moment. And that moment for me was I got out of bed. And I said, if we're really trying to be the reason why people smile today, why are we not doing random acts of kindness for them? So I knew it was the Holy Spirit again talking to me in wanting to create change and bringing smiles to people. So I decided to go down to, if you live in Louisville, Kentucky, I decided to go down into the inner city, and I went to Kroger's at 28th and Broadway, and we had no idea who we were going to bless and bring smiles, love, and kindness to. But we walked the aisles of that Kroger's, and we found two single mothers that had kids. And there was myself, my son, and another mom and her daughter. And we collectively were like, who do we bless now? But again, we felt that we were guided by the Holy Spirit. And we walked down that aisle, and we went up to a single mother of two, and we blessed her with a $50 gift card to Kroger's. And after we did it, we felt the emotions in bringing smiles, love, and kindness to an absolute complete stranger. And then I shared the video on social media, and you can start to see and feel the impact of people watching it. So it took about 3 weeks, and that mother reached out to me, and she said, you know what? When you came up on me, and after you did what you did, I had time to reflect, and it was almost as if you were an angel. That God delivered an angel to me because I was living house to house, struggling to find ways to actually find ways to feed my kids. And there you were. I can't thank God enough. So I knew a lot of times as I was taking pictures and delivering smiles and random acts of kindness with strangers, that God was putting me in the right place at the right time. I had one time at Starbucks in which I don't know why I went into that Starbucks, and I'll never forget it. a gentleman walked out and he had a cowboy hat on and he had this flowing beard, almost like he was Santa Claus. And again, I felt that the Holy Spirit was moving through me to take a picture with him. So I stood up, I introduced myself, and usually my elevator pitch is, you know, I'm really trying to spread love through smiling with strangers to change attitudes and behaviors of people, to inspire them to create the change they need to see in their life. So I shared a couple of moments, a few minutes with this gentleman. We hugged it out. And then he sent me a message later that day and said, you know, what was amazing about that interaction at that Starbucks is that I only went in there to go to the bathroom. And I just came from the cemetery. I just came from the cemetery to bury my father. And there was a stranger wanting to hug and comfort me. And I didn't find out about it till later. So I started feeling, as I was making these strangers smile and doing random acts of kindness for people that were going through tough times in their life, that we were making people smile, because life is hard and it's not easy. So we got to the point, you know, people were nominating others, you know, saying, go visit Nettie at the Circle K, because, you know, Nettie is working overtime and trying to take care of her mother who's having heart problems. And you find yourself in these moments of such uplifting. But again, I often go back that I felt we were leading with love, that the importance of love, that if you can leave, it's so much more important right now than ever, you know, leading with love as far as what we're seeing in our communities, in this world. So I've often felt, you know, I was guided by multiple things. I was guided by my daughter, Maddie, and the importance of a smile. I was guided by my faith in the Holy Spirit as far as people. And I'm also guided by one up there. And that's, I have an angel in heaven. I had twin boys back in 2006. And after about 3 months, God called one of them home. I lost a son. So I often think and feel, when I deliver smiles and do random acts of kindness, you know, for people, that I have someone always guiding me between the Holy Spirit. So when I do it, I find myself often praying right before I'm in that moment. So, you know, you can be so happy that when others see you, they become happy too. I am absolutely living proof. I would challenge you, as you go through the course of your normal daily routines, you don't know what people are carrying in their hearts. It's so important. I would challenge you to go watch a commercial Coke put out there. And what's so amazing about this, there was a guy on a subway that it's Coke, happiness is life. And he's on the subway, he's watching his iPad, he puts earphones in so no one around him knows what he's watching. But yet all of a sudden, he starts smiling and laughing. And before you know it, it's insanely contagious. You know, one person, you know, sees them, they start laughing. Someone else starts smiling and laughing, yet they have no idea what this man is watching. But again, they feel it. It's so infectious. And he has the entire train, the subway, laughing and smiling. And I'm convinced, because I have seen it and felt it so much in my life, in that he was watching nothing. Because it doesn't matter. So I would challenge you, as you go through the course of your daily routines, smile at a stranger. Say, hey, how are you doing? It's changed my life. Smiles, kindness, and leading with love, selfless love. It's free. It's absolutely free. It changed my life. My daughter, Maddie Moo, changed my life. So go make a stranger smile. Feel how awesome it is. Do a random act of kindness, whether it's your drive-thru at Kroger's, no matter where you are, baby. So I would ask you, if you want to see any of the work that I've done, go to smileprojectlouisville.com. All the work that we do there is uploaded in there. I am guided by the faith and the beauty of Jesus Christ and the work that I do. So I would leave today, be the reason why somebody smiles today. You can be so happy that when others see you, they become happy too. And truly, you don't know what people are carrying in your heart. So lead with love, go inspire and change the world, baby. God bless you, and we love you. Amen.
I want to thank my friend Michael Ray, as he gave us such a great reminder of the power of a smile. And you can find his daily inspirational videos on LinkedIn under his name, Michael Ray. You know, his message to us reminded me of a quote from the famous comedian, the late Phyllis Diller, who said this: "A smile is a curve that sets everything straight." And one thing we're trying to set straight at the Trilogy Foundation is making sure our team members and their families never go hungry. We are now in the middle of our annual Independence from Hunger food drive. And this is our annual campaign where each campus and site raises funds and food to support those in need. And this year, we're using this as our platform to launch our Care Shelf initiative to ensure that no team members or their families go hungry. Team members can follow the link in this Ready At message to show your support for your fellow Trilogy, PCA, and Paragon family members. Increasing your Trilogy Foundation One campaign donation to $1 a day will actually help us make sure that your campus or site will keep their Care Shelf stocked year-round. So on behalf of our Trilogy Foundation, please keep smiling, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a blessed week.